What is good, everybody, man? How's everybody doing? Is everybody good? We good? We alive? We attentive? Oh, man. The Celebration Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. South Carolina State versus Prairie View A&M. Wow. This was a good-ass game. Wow. Listen, I didn't think this many points was going to be scored. I mean, listen, how many overtimes it went, it ain't matter. But the points that were scored in this game from both teams, absolutely crazy. I didn't know it was going to be that crazy of a game, but damn, probably one of the best Celebration Bowls that we ever witnessed. But let's get right on to it, man. Listen, I ain't going to have too much to say about this game until we actually talk about it. But, dog, that Jordan Smith, bruh. Jordan Smith, dog. Holy hell. And Ryan Summerfield.
Off Cameron Peters, the quarterback, the senior out of Missouri City, Texas, number 4 in purple. We expect to call his name quite a bit, going to the outside quickly and trying to target Andre Dennis. That pass incomplete.
He's a guy that can make it go. 7 interceptions on the year, and of those 7, he threw 4 of those in one game. They're one loss in the season, so ball security will be the key. This is an offense that likes to attack, very balanced.
Of the year in Tremaine Jackson. Peters looking across the middle, had a man and just misses Andre Dennis, and that's going to bring up 4th down. In motion, running tighter to the line. In the first play of scrimmage from the Bulldogs, the run from Tyler Smith, good cut down there by Sterling Roberts. As we take a look at today's high-impact players presented by the United States.
In the run game as well as the pass game against this offense.
Here on 2nd down, the handoff once again keeps it on the ground. Tyler Smith working for yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs. It has been successful throughout the season, leading the MEAC at 47%. Now dropping back to pass. Atkins has his man on the outside, completes it to Johnny Jones. The ball comes out, but a 1st down and move the chains as Eric Zacher.
FCS football, Prairie View A&M only gives up 128 yards per game in the air.
The flea flicker as Atkins unloads down the seam and misses his man. Nigel Johnson was the intended target, but a number for the Panthers as well in this 3-3-5 stack scheme on 2nd and 10. And way to get out of the tackle from Tyler Smith, still on his feet, switching field, and a hard-earned loss. The 6th play of this drive, as you see, wide receiver stacked to the bottom of your screen. Billy Atkins has plenty of time, but it's swallowed up really quickly as that defense coming through. Sterling Roberts has not looked back. Lamontier McDowell on the carry, up ahead, and getting some tough yards and some.
Absolutely, in a school that produces a number of engineers, one of the best engineering school programs you'll see in the country.
Here to Mikia LeGrand. After that 1st down conversion, fresh set for the Panthers offense. And outside, and Andre Dennis can bring BS. No one expected us to be here. And here they're playing for a national championship, the first since the 60s, as we send it down to the field with Quinn.
A lot of times as a quarterback, when you get hit, then you seem to calm down a little bit.
Wide open, and a completion to Andre Dennis, who's been targeted as
we start to play his A game.
1st and 10 play action, and just drop in and out of the hands of Cameron Bonner. That would have
been a huge
down. And regather themselves here on 2nd down. And going, he's got a man open, and that's Andre Dennis in stride as he's tripped up a touchdown, saving tackle made. That explosive play.
That was throwing carries.
And here on 1st down, keeping it through the air and going to the outside again, but this time not fooled, but Johnny on the spot and there to make the...
Love to get a touchdown to get the 7-point lead.
Delayed handoff to Bingham. And Bingham is tackled by...
Situation, but you cannot continue to leave your defensive backs on an island.
Through the air, coming across, and Josiah Rockwell is held up short. The tackle made by Jared Washington, one of those impact plays. Close to that right hash.
It looked empty in there, too.
Panthers looking to get on the board first, off the upright, and it is no good.
You cannot miss that.
First and 20 for the Bulldogs. Tyler Smith on the carry as we send it down to Harry with an update on Jarrett Washington. And that would be a huge development. We will continue to keep our eye on that. You mentioned, Jay, top NFL prospect on the field today is Tyler Marsh, looking for running room, but very active linebacker. Flanking out, and coming back in is Tyler Smith. Checking the coverage. And the snap to Billy Atkins. And Atkins looking to his left, pass complete, but it's going to be short of that trophy, that glory, as Prairie View A&M making their first appearance in this Cricket Celebration Bowl. Cam Peters looking for some room to run, nowhere to go, as we send it down to the field with Quick Kesnick standing by with a 3rd and 12 for the Panthers, dumping it out of the backfield to Chadrick Bird, and Bird picks up the first down across the 45-yard line. As Jarrett Washington
to pick up the first down and keep the drive going in the offense on the field.
5 of 10 so far for Cam Peters, 87 yards, being rushed out of the pocket to his left. Tough throw, but he's able to make it as he keeps his eyes downfield. Andre Dennis, who has been targeted now 7 times.
Able to easily get behind the defensive backs.
4 receptions, 103 yards. They put it on the ground with Bird. Bird with no room to run. As
who's their go-to guy. Tremendous catch radius, one-on-one, but no, somebody else is open.
Instead, in the end zone, that's Ethan John, the tight end, for the TD catch, and the Panthers on the board.
Defensive gems in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but they're going to need to come up with some offense right now.
Oh, you're absolutely right, as that one is complete to the outside. And Crochet.
Jacoby Durant starts for the LA Rams right now. Robert Crochet from the Detroit Lions.
Shaq Leonard as well.
And we just saw Shaq Leonard.
Yep.
David.
Hicks to the outside.
Nowhere to go.
Stuck. And a flag, our first of the afternoon coming, has to be a guy today. And 2nd and 9, pass complete to the outside, and that's Julian Milligan, who talked with Chinnisberry earlier. First play of 10 yards for South Carolina State on that last play. They go back to Milligan as we send it over to the other sideline with Q. Got a South Carolina State team who has been on the stage before. Last season they were here as Billy Atkins looking for some room. He's brought down. And what did Chinnisberry tell us? Look, the stage was too big. The brights were too light for...
That's what Prairie View does. They'll get close to the line of scrimmage and then sprint into a zone. Trust your protection and find an open receiver. It's taking too long to make up his mind, and that's why he's getting sacked right now.
And again, the speed of the to open targets. The handoff on first down, and the running back McDowell up ahead for a gain of 5.
From the line of scrimmage to help out in the passing game. So when the passing game's not there, you run the football.
Low throw, and it's incomplete.
Already out, so it's open for anybody to win the FCS playoffs.
Here on 3rd down, going back, and the defender falls down, and the pass is complete. And Rodney Ojo with the...
In the plays, Cam Peters keeps his offense on the field.
Play action, and that one incomplete to Rockwell, but a penalty marker comes out as Jarrett Washington. Fresh set of downs from their own 49. And the backfield double pass.
He's got an entourage.
Peters has a whole bevy of blockers ahead of him. And Chris Buckner, let's give credit to the offensive coordinator.
Impatient, but still a huge play for Prairie View.
They keep it on the ground again, and plenty of room, and that's Cameron Peters. Yo, he did a lot of that last week in the SWAC championship, and he runs it in from 27 yards.
The depth of Prairie View A&M.
The run up ahead, let's send it down to Harry.
Guys, I don't know if we can see it here.
Marks of And blood on the outside. He's ready to go. He's a gamer, right, Jay?
If you can keep the bruising down on that side, he'll be all right. Maybe a little bit sore, but you just want to keep the swelling down. He should be able to hold the football and throw it effectively.
And remember, this is the marching storm, but a huge third down here. 3rd and 5 for South Carolina State. They're looking to get something going. And stepping out of bounds after that reception, Johnny Jones. And that's going to move the chains.
Just enough yardage there, but
that's a man in motion with Brown and looking, time going downfield as a man, and Johnny Jones targeted once again on 3rd downs and stopping teams on 3rd downs, and they struggled in that championship game. They hope not to put themselves in that position again as Jalen Johnson gets near the marker. He stopped short. Oh, was he down? They say he was down.
And snap the ball before they can review it.
And another opportunity to keep this drive going as Billy Atkins keeping the ball in his hands. To see the outcome of those first-round games as back here, South Carolina State on the ground, and Josh Shaw on the carry, the senior out of Hannah, South Carolina. Who's
the downhill running approach.
Keep the ball on the ground once again and stood up as the ball carrier. No gain on the play, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 4. And in talking around, looking, Atkins with time decides to take off, but the speed again of the Panthers is able to stop. Been on the number of different head coaches that he's played for, but the way he has settled into this system has been impressive. And getting through the line is Shadrick Bird as he's slung down to the ground. For more on Cam Peters, listen.
Mindset, change the maturation. He's the solo captain today, and after a slow start, he is cooking. His favorite movie, Tiff, it's Waterboy, and right now, you can do it, Cam.
On 3rd down.
Watch the run if you're South Carolina State. See, here it comes. Can you stop it?
They knew it was coming, and Cam Peters lowers that shoulder. And you said this drive is so important, really.
Done, you get demoralized, and that second half, you almost don't want to come out of the locker room.
Just missed his man. He had a guy underneath, and Andre Dennis was going for Ethan John. Pass incomplete. When
100's not enough, you have to have 101.
Rolling to his right, Peters completes it and knocked out of bounds after Ojo brings it in.
I'm starting to...
Patient running, nowhere to go, and clogged up immediately as Malik Harp was in on the stop.
And so
names that we haven't talked about much or called much: Jarrett Washington, Jordan Franklin, Joshua Barker up front, and an open Rodney Ojo, and Ojo down that left seam, and Cameron Peters as we approach the 2-minute timeout. 211 yards for Cam Peters through the air. There's no room to run for McDowell. He's brought down and stopped by Tyler Jones.
And the man coverage. They've got these guys on an island.
Cam Peters unloads it, and the pass complete into the hands, and we saw Billy Atkins grimace. Here on 2nd and 9. Prairie View trying to tack on some more. Oh my goodness! You called his name earlier, Josiah Rockwell.
My locker room with the game plan and put some points on the board desperately in his first possession.
A jet sweep, and that's Jordan Smith, an impact player that you talked about as we go down to the field.
Jay Walker said you need to run downhill, stop running sideways. They come out of the locker room and they run jet sweep for 3 yards. That's a high risk, low reward play if you only pick up 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Who can also interchange at left guard as well as they go with the quarterback run and stop and held up as we send it down to Q. 167 yards after that opening drive, and here running ahead in a short gain for the Panthers. I mean, everything as well. 70+ new players, but they have come together and gel at the right time as Bingman tried to get to the outside, and he's wrapped up and brought down. But going back to what Buckner...
They're in sync. He's calling plays to benefit Peters, to make him feel comfortable. And he's continuing to keep that rhythm
And Josiah Rockwell stays on his feet. He absorbed the contact, kept going, and another first down.
RPO option. Fake the handoff.
See, look.
Look out. Look out.
That wasn't even necessary.
On the ground, it's loose.
Wasn't even necessary.
Jordan Dollard
Why would you do that
trying
for?
to will his way into the end
Was not
zone, and a
necessary
good
at
change
all.
of events if you're a South Carolina State fan.
They're yet to establish control of the line of scrimmage, running the football.
Jet sweep saying, we're going to get in on the first play. Touchdown, South Carolina State. Tyler Smith from 5 yards out makes quick.
And don't think about it now. You can't control the future right now. All you can do is take it at the moment. And right now, you have to be a good teammate and then do the reflections afterwards.
Harry, who's been patrolling the South Carolina State sidelines, he has more.
Big piece in him even coming to South Carolina State for this season.
The HBCU experience after getting his economics degree from James Madison. And Jay, you always are on 3rd and 5 for Prairie View.
They're taking away the run. They're stuck in the quarterback draw, but they have to be able to protect. See, the draw wasn't there, so it's a great call right there. They won the chess match, but they left their wide
sides of the ball. Michael Lund's making an immediate impact, giving his team a chance to get the ball back here. Jalen Johnson on the return, dodges one man, keeps on going, looks for daylight, some running room along that left side, near the 50-yard line, brought down. Just inside it.
It's in the booth, so one of the highlights of my broadcasting career.
Indeed, that was one of the top 3 moments, I'd say, from this Cricket Celebration Bowl. And the broadcast booth is Ryan Stubblefield going deep, has a man on the outside, and Nigel Johnson. Whole game so far for South Carolina State, taking advantage of that deep threat on the jet sweep. And
oh, what a move!
Yes, sir! Jordan Smith, there he is! Touchdown, South Carolina State. For PB, 3rd start inside the 10. And Cam Peters stays on his feet, barely avoiding Jordan Franklin.
Football player prospects we have, big play for the Bulldogs.
Peters in his own end zone, throws it out to the left. Lamontier, Daniel McDowell. And right now, waking up the Bulldog defense as we send it down.
And Q, what did you and I talk about after that fumble on the reverse? Very risky play, not rewarded.
Did he call in the catch? Cameron Bonner, who was trailing out of bounds.
Out of bounds, boy, hell no.
Standing at the back of the end zone is Atwell. He gets it off. Trailing back, and what a tackle made in the open field for the...
Try and spread out this defense.
The fastball gunned in there to DeAndre Ruffin. Ruffin now standing for no opportunity wasted. They have taken full advantage here in this second half as Stubblefield is brought down for no gain by Kennedy Parker. 4 wide receivers set. Stubblefield looking to his right, goes to the outside as Nigel Johnson had a defender draped on him, and a penalty marker comes out with Jalen Shelton on the coverage. Under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd frame. Stubblefield avoiding one Prairie View Panther. As Sterling Roberts was, may have to size up a little bit for the big fella. Wide open left, and an excellent hole in. Hype me up, says the Bulldogs. Hype me up, I'll hype me up. Jordan Smith. 4 plays so far in this second half, no yards, and that fumble, which really sparked everything here. And good anticipation there by Jared Washington coming in to break up the play.
That's how you play cornerback. He put himself in a position down. Great execution.
Cam Peters with time, drops back, drifts, and into the hands of Josiah Rockwell as we send it down to Harry.
Guys, we mentioned it at the top of the broad.
It's great insight, Harry, because things have changed. A shift in the balance as Cam Peters has Josiah Rockwell open, and he comes back to get that one, and Rockwell into Bulldog. The junior out of McKinney, Texas, in Rockwell. Peters zipping it across the middle, and this time in the hands of Cameron Bonner. Plays down the field for Peters as he quickly gets it out of his hands and over to the left side, and Andre Dennis. And Dennis, a good game on first down as he's tied up for the Bulldogs defense. Here on this second down, Peters drifting back, has an open man in the end zone. And there it is. You mentioned it, Jay, and a touchdown to Andre Dennis from 13 yards out. QB.
Love is a fantastic running back, but I think, quarterback Mendoza from Indiana, he won the football game. It's hard to vote against perfection. Yeah, they're perfect on the season, so I think he'll be the guy.
Field started that game. They walked away with the loss there in South Florida. But again, having some of that starting experience this season has aided.
Pretty much throughout the regular season, this year's team is battle-tested.
Across the middle, Smith got in there to Jordan Smith, and you can see a theme here in the second half at the 49-yard line. Here's Jones. Jones along that right side, spinning, and a flag comes out. Wide receivers, twin stacks. Stubblefield. Again.
That's a pretty ball, by the way.
Who is it?
That's a pretty ball.
Jordan Smith.
I thought the linebacker core is the key for this defense for Prairie View A&M. They've got to find their spots.
Stubblefield taking off an area where he does a great job, and a couple of penalty markers come out of the process of the run. And a hold is going to wipe out.
Support. And Stubblefield made him pay, but just that holding brought it back.
Now 2nd and 21, and Tyler Smith out of the backfield, still on his feet, looking for a little room. And a gain of 4, so it's going to bring up 3rd. And on 3rd and 17, Stubblefield looking and got his man. Who is it? That's Jordan Smith spinning and brought down by Cameron Amau. First down in. Able to get it off before the play clock expires, right up the middle. And Jay, you have talked about being able to run the football and running right at the teeth of the defense for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. You have to pick a
speeches. They put up 21 points in the 3rd, and now they're trying to even up this ball game. With Stubblefield breaking through arm tackles, and Ryan Stubblefield down to the 1. Josh Shaw in the backfield with Stubblefield. Stubblefield lowers his head. And 2nd and goal upcoming.
But he needs to dial up something to get his team in the end zone.
Stubblefield looking for some room, runs into the end zone. Hooks thrown up, take the picture. South Carolina State looking to even it up. We're pedal to the metal in this opening day of bowl season here from Atlanta for the Cricket Celebration Bowl, and Shadrick Bird had nowhere to go as gobbled up by Jordan Franklin. Peters with time, looking into the hands of Cameron Bonner down the sideline, and Cameron Bonner, you're not gonna catch him, 78 yards, but a penalty marker out as well. Back near the line of scrimmage.
Hell of a play, hell of a play.
Jet sweep into the hands of Jordan Smith, who has been really important in this comeback as Josh Shaw down on the field. Biggest comeback thus far was when FAMU did it down 14 over Howard back in 2023. And Stubblefield not on the same page with his receiver. Pass incomplete. Jumping on the sideline from Prairie View defense, trying to come up with a stop. And the pass incomplete to Jalen Johnson, and a stop indeed. National championship. Peters with not much room to run as we send it down to Q.
You are watching one of the greatest transformation champions 8 minutes away.
They have an opportunity to finish off what could be an extraordinary season if they are able to close out this game. And when we talked with Tremaine Jackson, to close in on something we hadn't done in a really long time.
Crossing routes. You missed it. I mean, they've been making their bread and butter on the crossing routes there. You had an opportunity to have former NFL player who got the head coaching job at Alabama A&M in his first year.
Putting some air underneath it and letting his receiver try to go get it, but great defense there by Eric Zachary as Nigel Johnson. Through 6 quarters, they were outscored, but since then, they have surged here in this second half as Jordan Smith can't come up with it.
Come up and make a big play.
Yeah, 4 straight incompletions. They need to try to convert here on 3rd down, and he does.
Of course. To who?
To who?
Jordan Smith. Jordan Smith.
You don't find that in college football too often. Guy that waits his turn to pay his dues.
He gave it to him.
Never was that featured guy, was behind like Caden High last year, who moved on and transferred 100 yards from the wide receiver position.
And a young man who already has his degree as well as on the carry here. And a short gain for the ball carrier for the Bulldogs. That's KZ.
Trying to sneak in Johnny Jones at the slot, run him across the formation.
Going to his left and into the hands of Johnny Jones, just as you mentioned, Jay.
What's going to happen with Tulane and Ole Miss?
Okay.
I mean, who's coaching Ole Miss? They've got the temporary coaches in there, I think you could say, but will the players fight?
John Summerall stays a ton here in the back half of this game.
Michael Johnson one-on-one up top.
Going forward is Stubblefield.
Almost. I was close.
Can't bring it in as Nigel Johnson. Great play in the cornerback. Little headbutt afterward. Extracurricular. Stubblefield pump fakes, and it is wrestled down. Great play by Malik Nuthaki, the senior out of Sacramento.
You look, you just don't practice for it. You just got to
On 4th
catch
down,
the ball
dog.
and lower your shoulder.
Stubblefield steps up, makes the throw,
On 4th
and
and
into the
15.
hands of Jordan Smith.
That's crazy.
Stubblefield.
Give him a little crease.
Jay, that was
down.
on 4th and 15.
That's crazy.
And again, Jordan Smith coming up huge as getting to the outside. Julian Milligan, not much room to run. Foul trip. Can they get another? Jalen Johnson is in motion. Stubblefield with time. He saw some room to the left side. Gets out of bounds wisely, Jay, as Sterling Roberts for marching bands. And here on the football field, will it be South Carolina State or Prairie View A&M? Looking into the end zone, hauls it in. That's Jordan Smith. How fitting is performance today, and
That's
now
crazy.
the Panthers have an opportunity to potentially win this ball game. Remember, they started the season in the Labor Day Classic, a touchdown. They've got a complement of 3 timeouts to work with. He's trying to find some running room as Shadrick Bird. I will say this, Jay.
And the man coverage, but they have to make sure they don't give up the explosive play.
In the final minute of regulation, Cam Peters tries to reach out and he's held up short.
Call timeout.
That's crazy.
Here's South Carolina State. Call timeout. Try and set up a.
In 2022, when North Carolina
I'm surprised
Central
they didn't go
bested
for it there,
Jackson
though.
State. And Stubblefield running the football as the time games this season, 1-score games. South Carolina State has been perfect. Jordan Smith has been outstanding here in the second half. That'll temporarily stop the clock. Goal.
They hit personal foul.
Stubblefield looking for some room, throws it away, and lives to see it. With pressure brought down by Sterling Roberts, the sack all up in his grill. Now can they spike it? And no.
That'll do it. One thing you cannot do in that situation is take a sack.
And so, folks, when 4 quarters, 52 yards on the ground in this game for Prairie View as they look to go to the air. Cameron Peters going for it all. And the pass incomplete to Cameron Bonner. Second down.
Pick up positive yards on the second down play.
It's Shadrick Byrd, and Byrd.
Good execution.
Good effort there from Byrd. Gain of 7, third and...
They got there in a hurry.
Snuffed out immediately and held up Jordan Dollard, who had that scoop fumble earlier this season, 3 of 5. This one from 36 yards. It's up and it is through.
Clutch.
So Tremaine Jackson, the backup quarterback in for the injured Billy Atkins IV. Here on first down, has him, and it's broken up. Great play by Trevor Randall, the impact player you said we should keep our. Also, watch out for number 12, Nigel Smith, or Johnson rather, at the bottom of your screen. They try to go to Smith underneath, incomplete, and now third down. Stubblefield feels pressure, flushed out, and throws it away. So now here on fourth down, and the defense does its job for Alty, who hit a 50-yarder against Charleston Southern back in the non-conference here to tie it up.
He almost
it's
blocked
up,
it,
it's got the leg,
he almost blocked it.
And it is through.
He almost blocked it. That was crazy.
You just heard when South Carolina State had the ball.
This tradition-rich program out of Orangeburg, South Carolina. First play from scrimmage. Josh Shaw stays on his feet. Trevor Randall, along with Daryl Starling Jr., hold him up. Loss of 5. Quickly out in space is Julian Milligan. And Milligan gets near the original line of...
How much freeway he'll have.
Stubblefield going for Smith, or rather Nigel Johnson.
He almost caught it too.
And it's picked off by Cornelius Davis Jr. Whoa! Peters already with a record performance here in this Cricket Celebration Bowl. Out to Andre Dennis, and Dennis, who's brought down. It for the Black Cats out of Texas. Dennis held up there on the outside, and the defense and pressure applied by Jalen Levine. Been dangerous with his feet as well, and they instead are just going to set it up for a field goal, and it's all going to come down to the freshman Diego Alfaro to try to win it.
Prairie View.
The 38-yard tip, the hold is good, it's up, and he missed it! Oh my! Off the mark! And we keep on going!
Oh,
courage to call the running play.
That's ridiculous.
Watch out for Peters. He looks at the back of the end zone through the hands of one. And it's incomplete as a lot of shifting.
I like that. Make them think about it. Didn't work,
Stubblefield was looking. He finds Smith and skips it there as it's in. Starting from the 3, Stubblefield feels pressure into the hands. Did he reach out? Yes! Tyler Smith is in!
Oh, man. And from the look of it, it looked like he didn't score.
It's going to be close. He catches it about a yard short with room to go. You have to extend. No, sir.
He didn't score.
No, sir. That's why I thought the anticipation and the extension should have been there.
Down to this.
He didn't score, but they gave it to
right
him.
Here.
Which is crazy.
Cam Peters looking, and that's it. South Carolina State held on to win it. They are the HBCU national champions for 2.
That's crazy. Listen, we're going to talk more about this later on, man. Probably tomorrow or something. But listen, this was an absolutely crazy game. This was crazy, dog. But a lot of mistakes by Prairie View down the stretch. And even at the beginning of the game, which kind of led them to them even getting in overtime in the first place. But like I said, man, we'll speak about it. But listen, overall, man, South Carolina State, listen, they felt disrespected the entire season, and they cashed in, dog. And listen, man, congrats to them. Absolutely congrats to South Carolina State, dog. So we'll speak about it, man. But listen, man, congrats on a great season. Congrats, dog. It's crazy.